Good evening. It is so hot in here. It is the 8th of September 2021, the feast day of Our Lady, and I'm going to be sharing with you healing prayers for every day. My apologies for not recording since the weekend, but I've been so busy, it's unbelievable. And today I had a very important letter to send off, complaining to the CEO of TalkTalk, who did not change my landline number when I was scammed on April 12th. I requested that they changed it because the scammer spoke to me on it, pretending to be my bank manager. They didn't bother, they couldn't care less. And EE changed my mobile within 5 minutes. So I tried so many times over quite a period of time, and then I threatened them and said, I've been with them since 2013. And I said to them, in writing, if you don't change my number, I will leave you. Now I was with them in Manchester from the 1st of October 2013. I never left them. When I moved to Norfolk, I transferred TalkTalk here. I'm old. I do not want a scammer having my landline number. He already did me a bad thing. I didn't get my bank account back till the 5th of July from the 12th of April. How do you cope without a bank card these days? You tell me. Having to go 14 miles to sort things out and do things that you normally can do on the internet. So I sent her 7 pages plus the proof of many of my paid in advance bills before I even got the bill. I paid in advance online before I ever had a bill, from 2013 to this year. And they want to charge me. First it looked like £138 for leaving me. Breaking the contract. They broke the contract to me by not changing my number when I'm vulnerable. And they lowered it. I don't know how, because I paid some money, I suppose. Not towards leaving, but because it was due. In the middle of the scam thing, I still got their money, and I had to go to the bank and they had to do it, and £89 they want at me. I said I'll see them in court. The judge has to look at two sides. They're threatening to give me debt collector. I have no debts. I don't know anyone. They're not allowed to give my information to a third party. It's illegal. With due course, let a judge decide who's wrong, whether TalkTalk wrong or I'm wrong. I'll accept the judgment of a judge, but I won't accept them sending me a debt collector. So that's what I was doing today. The letter's gone to her. Recorded delivery. Signature. And to my MP. I'm not putting up with rubbish from a big company with 4 million something customers, and want £89 out of an old lady like me when I've been a customer so long, and all I did was ask for my number to be changed because I was scammed on it. Gone. So I must calm down, and I would, if I was you listening, my few friends, Deborah, Susie, Jane, Angela Rose, Tony Lynch, I've got quite a few of you, haven't I, that I can actually remember all your names, and David Yates, and a few others. I'm sorry if I've forgotten someone's name. And also, for many people, they take out contracts. Be careful what contract you take out, because if they're going to hold you, they're going to keep you locked into that, and they do something wrong. But if you do nothing wrong, it's a one-sided thing, isn't it? One-sided. Yeah. So be careful what contracts you sign. And look how long I was with them. 1st of October 2013 to this year, 21. So anyway, I give it all to the Lord now and I'll stop ranting. Healing prayers for every day. Maybe they'll elevate me as well as you. So the reading is from Psalm 116, verse 13. I will lift up the cup of salvation and call on the name of the Lord. That's what I should do all the time, but I'm only human and sometimes you lose the plot. The reflection. At the time of elevation in the Mass, it is helpful to imagine Jesus raising his body and blood to the Father in thanksgiving and petition for our healing. We all need healing. It is really Jesus offering the Holy Mass through his priesthood. They stand there as if they are at Calvary, and that's why it's important to watch the priest when he is elevating the host in the Mass. And it's wonderful to look at the priest's face. Some of them are very holy, and when they do that, their faces are adoring Jesus. It's lovely to watch. It really is. They're on another planet, some of them. That's why Padre Pio's masses used to take so long. The prayer. Father, heal me of the areas where I need healing, especially in dealing with others who have wronged us. As I offer the Holy Mass with Jesus, I surrender to your healing touch. Without doubt, this is the sublime moment of healing. When you go up for Mass and Mass and Holy Communion, you can and should always ask Jesus to heal you. Whether you're going to receive Holy Communion or only a blessing, both times you go up to the priest, and if you're not receiving because you weren't receiving your hands, only on your tongue, the priest, some do and some don't. You ask Jesus at that moment when you're being blessed to heal you. I always do, but I was blessed on Monday. I went to my hometown and had Mass with the priest there. There was another person in the church, but he didn't receive communion, but I was able to receive Jesus on the tongue, and that was so lovely. Because at the parish where I go, the priest is retired and he has to obey the parish priest. He's 14 miles away and he says it's not. And yet the bishops have said we can. But it's really always down to the parish priest in charge, and if he says no, it's no. So the retired priest has to obey. And the worst I heard this week was the bishops made these priests have the vaccine, and the one I know is unwell from it. Unwell. Look, this has not been tested on animals. The human beings are the guinea pigs. And not everyone's suited to it. It has not been approved. It is in the stage of going through these tests on people who shouldn't be tested, who shouldn't have this vaccine until it has been tested on the right appropriate ways. I'm not against vaccination. I'm against people being vaccinated with untested, unapproved, unsafe products. God gave us an immune system, a beautiful immune system. I'm nearly 75. Alright, I'm a bit overweight, but I'm healthy and I'm well, and I don't need anything in my body that's not approved. They've pushed this too far. I think the bishop's wrong. I told the priest, wrongly probably, I would have disobeyed the bishop, and I would. If I knew what bishop it was, I'd tell him to his face that is wrong to force or order his priests to have the vaccine. That is against any of our. Everything has to be free will, freely. If you freely want it, go ahead and have it, and take the consequences. Don't force the priest to have that if they don't feel comfortable about it. That is so wrong. It doesn't actually stop people getting this thing that people have been getting. They can still get it. And there's babies being born whose mothers have had the injection, jab or whatever it is they have, at 25 weeks, and the babies have come out looking like no doctor's ever seen before in this world. They're really wrong, the things. Why are people so ignorant about science? We've got to pray. I beg all of you listening, my few little friends, pray against all this. It's so wrong. The more I hear, the worse I think it is. And there's some very good people out there who are being blocked for telling the truth. It's too late to tell people who've been harmed. The facts are available. They're not keeping records in America like they are here, at least in the UK. They're keeping records of good and bad things. But in America, if it's not reported, it's not recorded, so they've got no statistics. We have got statistics, but they're being quelled a bit. You know, all sorts of lies are going on. You have to work things out for yourself, but my gut feeling is be careful, be cautious, get information. You can't turn the clock back once you've done the deed. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry I've had a rant. God bless you all, and sending you God's peace in abundance and healing if you need it, and may you always be happy and joyful in the Lord. I won't mention this again in the next videos. I've got some catching up to do, so this is the only one, the healing prayers. I won't say any more. Taken up too much of your time anyway. God bless you all. And thank you to the new young lady. I was so surprised when you said you'd subscribed to me. So I had a look at some of your videos. I haven't subscribed to you because no time to look.